Hi there. So today I'm going to go over a little bit about play, but specifically imaginative play. Now, really this video would need to be done in several different series because to talk about all the depth of the options of imaginative play and the importance of it would take several hours. That's why we take chunks and segments of information, not only for our children, but also for ourselves. We can only retain so much. I'm always all for quality versus quantity. Okay, so we're kind of moving in stages. If I've referred you to this video, it means that you and your child have really gained and excelled. So you've mastered the art of functional play. So your child's using items pretty appropriately. They're understanding how things work. They're processing and thinking and planning all those great cognition skills on how to use lots and lots of different items. Now, this isn't just with play and toy items. This is functional things throughout your daily routines, like taking a spoon and eating. That's used functionally. If you had like a ball maze, taking the ball, dropping it on the maze, and you expect it to go down. Flap books, you're opening the flap and you expect to see a picture. These are a lot of cause and effect, but you're functionally using the item like it's intended. Dumping, that's why you get that stage of they fill the bucket up or the toy basket up and they dump it out and then repeat. Dump in, dump out. Pour a cup of water in, pour it out, pour it in, pour it out repetitively, right? That's why that stage of play is so popular. It's very cause and effect. They take ownership. If I do this, then this will happen. So it's a very important stage in play. It doesn't go away, but it's a precursor, meaning you have to really master and get that functional play, associative play, all that good play before you can move into strong imaginative play. And by imaginative play, it can be very simple. A cow eating. That can be done with just pretend air food in your hand, yum, yum, yum. Or it can actually be done with a pretend food, or even a live food of an apple. That's still pretend play because this isn't really a cow and they're not really eating. It's symbolic, meaning you're doing something to represent something else. Well, guess what? That's what words are. Someone long ago decided car would represent a car. It's a symbol, just like hieroglyphics were symbols for words. We have since adapted that. So those are just fancy words, but it's very important to remember that play are symbols. Putting two play items together or sequencing is putting two words together. So this is the very best way to target sequencing of two-word combinations or more. Also, some of you have expressed that storytelling, like short storytelling, to tell me, okay, your brother hit you, but where? Or what'd you do today? Those are very abstract thoughts, but the answers first start with storytelling. And that's why engaging in books in an interactive way is so important as well. So I'm going to take the same concepts, very important things in play, and hopefully make it very approachable and helpful. So today, again, we can make this a series because there's lots of information, but I'm gonna go over barn play because it's one of the most popular. Lots and lots of households have barn. That can be, you do not need to go out and buy a new thing. If you are in the market for buying something, barn play is one of the best. So it grows with children, so hopefully it will last a long time. But this can be done with bath toys, puzzle pieces, action figures, all sorts of things. If you need any creativity or questions on that, I have extensive lists and ideas on imaginative play, so feel free to reach out. For the purposes of this video, we're going to do farm because that's one of my favorites, and it's a classic across lots of different languages, genders, households. I actually have the Fisher-Price farm. This was a hand-me-down. I know we're not doing a lot of yard sales right now, but lots of ways to get used items. These are plastic, easy to clean, very affordable. It can be. So I'm going to start with the basics. I do a lot of nouns and verbs because that's the best way to target sentences and word combinations. Also, this is the beginning of storytelling. So we're going to do the cow, cow, hop, hop, hop. Cow, hop. Shh, cow, sleep. Night, night, cow. Night, night. He goes up there. Night, night. Shh, shh. Night, night, cow. Go to sleep. Sleep. Oh, Piggy. Piggy says, oh, wake up. Wake up. Oh, they're up. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Let's play. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. And then back off a little bit because that was like 4 or 5 sentences, and let them open it up. Just kind of take a seat back, but you're close, you're aware, and see what they do. So if they're going, oh, pig roll, add a sports cast. So provide language with what you see them doing. You've modeled it, you've presented it. Now we need to wait and observe. Wait and observe. What is your child taking to? What are they showing interest in? If they need more guidance and they're not doing anything yet, then we need to stay here longer and teach and guide and model that imaginative play longer. There are lots of ways to target that, but that's where we need to take a next step. We need to check in, we need to see what's going on, and then we can create an action plan. For those of you who are starting on beginning stories and sequencing, I would use the vocabulary first, dump out the food, now eat it. First, jump over, then go. First, wake up, then brush your teeth. So you're using first and then. That's going to help with a sentence structure. Okay, so sequencing play with toddlers is like the greatest way to enhance sentence structure and to begin storytelling. I really love farm animals. A way to sometimes, if they're already staying at this type of play for 5-7 minutes, that's great. That's pretty average, and that's a good start. If you're having a hard time getting them to stay there for more than a minute or a few seconds, sometimes sensory play is good because it gives them a little more tactile things to hold on to. That's why tangible toys are already great because they have something to hold. But if they need to kick it up a little bit and engage even more to stay focused and make it exciting and novel. Right now I grabbed rice. Rice is a little messier, but if you keep it in a container, they can touch, they can dig. You can scoop it in little cups that can become food. That sometimes helps give more symbol meaning that looks like food. They can scoop, they can dig, they can jump, all of that. Beans are one of my favorites. I just didn't have any on hand. What I mean by that are dried pinto beans or any beans really. They're a little easier to clean up. You do have to be aware that your child is ready not to eat them or swallow them. Supervision, of course, is recommended. And I mean, there are millions of ideas for sensory play. So feel free to reach out on that. Something even more non-edible, crunched up pieces of paper. If you have any tissue paper left over from the holidays, or cotton balls can represent snow, pom-poms, lots of inexpensive ways to make what's called like a sensory box, but they are effective. They do help with imaginative play, and they do help making things a little fun and new. So sometimes that increases the buy-in. So we're looking at 2 to 3 word combinations. If you're ready to start storytelling, then you're looking for first dump food, then eat, first, then. Wonderful way to introduce story and sentence structure. So this is just a very, very rough beginning of imaginative play, but just to really, really target the importance of it. You are doing lots of things when you're playing. Okay, so we should continue on this in a series with more live examples. All right, take care.